Okay, yet another video. Probably the last of the offensive videos I'll put up. Already put up our Panther set. We put up our Iona set, and we did extra man offense. Maybe later on I'll put some smaller videos having to do with individual tags, individual plays, as opposed to full set offenses. But as we're doing our install stuff these first couple of weeks of practice, this is the last offensive set I'm going to fully install. There'll be something completely different as far as a different formation and different stuff we're going to do. I might put a couple full set plays in later on. Then I'll do some tags, basically like, Panther 9, Nation would be running that kind of little give and go nation cut off the backside of a Panther 9 kind of thing. So we'll do that later on. We'll do some tags, but for now, today I'm going to start talking about Monster. Okay, so let's get on here so you can see. All right, now understand what Monster is. Monster is an empty set. We ran a little bit last year. We ran kind of a bastardized version of it, for lack of a better way of putting it. I'll make it a little bit more structured this year. Okay, it's empty though. We don't put anybody on the crease. That's where it will make the defense approach things differently. If you think about it, our Panther set, we start with one guy on the crease. We eventually put three guys on the crease on that, pop them off, as opposed to our Iona set, which is two guys on the crease. So there's already 1, 2, or 3, and now this one's 0. Okay, we're gonna automatically by default go into this Monster open look whenever we clear there's no transition. Obviously, this transition, we're gonna go to goal, try and get early offense. I haven't really spoken too much about slow break. We've done more fast break stuff. We'll talk a little bit about slow break, but we need to be able to then pull it out, call out yellow, call out Ohio or Omaha, or Ohio or Omaha, basically mean the same thing. We're going to throw it around, and we're going to sub in. Okay, our midfielders are going to always play an offensive possession, then a defensive possession. And then when they get the ball back on the defense possession, they're going to clear the ball, then come off. Okay. So there's no if there's no transition goal, and hopefully we're not turning the ball over and they have to go back on defense, then we're going to be looking to move guys in. But on offensive side, we'll run those guys off. We're going to keep everybody on while we're clearing the ball. The guys that run the defensive end, including the LSM, are going to clear the ball and get it all the way into the box. At that point, once we get it touched into the box, we're going to then start bringing them off, okay? What I like to do is bring the ball around behind the goal towards our bench side of the field, and then immediately we'll run somebody off to the bench, we'll run that LSM off to the bench and run somebody on. And we kind of want to give the ball to the guys that are coming on the field as they come on. All right, so we'll run somebody on for the LSM, throw him the ball, and then after that we'll substitute to the midfield line. We'll take one of our defenders off. We'll run one of the middies on to the field, so he's in the middle of the field. So instead of running all the way to the box, you'll just run to the midfield. Guys will come on. We'll throw the ball at that guy. You'll run off to the sideline. We'll run the third guy on, and then we'll run our last midi that just played defense off, and then the new offensive player will come on. And at that point, we have our 6 on that we want to run offense with, and I'll make a call. I'll call Iona. I'll call Panther, or I'll call Monster. Now, what is Monster? Okay, Monster's going to be a little different from last year. It's going to be 2 triangles. Okay, last year we didn't have any triangles. We didn't have any set rotation. The idea, the mantra of pass, cut, pick, replace is still going to be true. It attacks from either side, from the top or bottom. The biggest thing is creating space for each other, and the idea of the big little game. We'll talk about that. And last, they'll talk about what I'll refer to as Rutgers Lehigh. This is kind of how it looks as far as from the number system goes. Everybody's still in those same numbers, but we have a 4, 6, 7, and 9. There is no 5 because it'll be on the crease. He's not an 8. He's a little further out, so he's a 0. And what this allows us to do is to have 2 triangles. All right, I have a triangle right here. Okay, and those guys basically will rotate together. Right, there's another triangle down low, and I don't want you to think necessarily that these are attacking, these are middies. And in fact, more likely than not, I'm going to make the top three guys righties and the bottom three guys lefty, or maybe two lefties and a righty, depending on what guys. We do have the ability to go lefty and righty with this. All right. What that'll allow us to do is really just kind of attack from this side or from this side, from either 6 attacking in there or 9, in this case 4 attacking in there or 7. Okay. And we'll have guys on the backside that'll be able to open up for cuts. All right. So that's the basic kind of formation. Okay. When we start talking about pass, cut, pick, replace, and what the triangles are. So imagine 0 has the ball. Actually, yeah, let's imagine 0 has the ball. 0's got the ball. He's going to dodge one way or the other. Okay. I'll group these guys together. He's probably going to take it to his strong side. So he's going to go this way, probably being right-handed. So number 9, when you hear me say the idea of jamming, don't jam, create space. If we're just throwing the ball around, okay, we're going to cut at certain times. But as soon as we start to dodge, if I call monster 0, that means 0 is going to dodge. All right, he's going to probably go to his right side or his left side. He's not passing the ball. Okay, so number 9 needs to get out of the way. Okay, and we have this triangle with 7, 9, and 0. So 9 should kind of cut through. 0 should go this way, and 7 should follow, and we get that rotation right like that. Okay, and that allows us now to dodge down this alley. Now, I'll also say the idea is 6 needs to realize to not jam him up. Okay, realize if you're number 6 there, your defender is going to play. That's not what I want to do. Your defender is going to kind of play over here. And if you're standing there and he's hedging, he's going to be in the way. Okay, so I don't want you to have that guy there at all. Okay, so we're going to get rid of him by taking you and running you through. 2 can kind of show up and be an outlet pass, an outlet man there. But the idea is when you're cutting through, don't cut through and not look for the ball. Cut through and realize if you're open, you can just kind of hook up and hopefully we'll just throw you the ball in there. But the big thing is 0 can get in here and have some space in which he can dodge towards the cage. And that's basically the idea. Okay, but if we go back to where we started, okay, 9's over here, 7's over here. Okay, 6, 4, 2. Okay, before we call anything, we're just in monster. We're just going to pass the ball around. So that, okay, so here's the ball. From 0 throws to 9. That pass, either pass from 2 or 0, are not going to initiate any kind of rotation. But number 9, if number 9 throws it back to 0, we're not going to move. But if number 9 throws the ball to 6, the idea of it going from the top triangle to the low triangle, that's always going to mean cut through. So 9 throws to the 6, that means 9 will cut through, 0 will replace him, 7 will replace 0, we'll get that rotation. As the ball goes around, all right, and understand these guys now get the new number from where they go. All right, if either 4 or number 6 throw the ball up top, they're going to cut through. 2 will replace him. 6 will go behind. Okay, so we'll get that little bit of rotation. We throw the ball back and forth between these 2 guys, we're going to get rotation, like a little bit of a weave rotation here. Okay, like if 2 then threw it back. Okay, 2 would cut through. 6 would show up. Maybe we throw it to 6. Then 7 has to cut through, and 0 will show up. We can throw it to 0. Okay, so we can do all those things. Okay, just moving guys back to where they started from. So what would a call be? Well, a call might be monster 0. Monster 0 is going to mean that 0 is going to take it. All right, I'm gonna just kind of eliminate the ball. We'll say 0 has the ball. Okay, 0 will probably, if he's right-handed, go to his right. That's kind of why I would like to have right-handed guys up top. But if we have a lefty, we can go left. But 0 going to his right. 9 is going to create space by cutting through. 7 is going to follow. All right, 6 initially will flash. Okay, but if 0's carrying down that alley, we want 6 to create space by cutting through. And then 0 has the option of either going down here and going to goal, or he can throw the ball to number 2, who's going to show up, right, followed by number 4. If 2 shows up, that's why I like to have lefties down here low. 2 gets the ball. As soon as 0 throws the ball at 2, 0 cuts through, okay? And it's pass, cut, pick, replace. He throws that pass. He can either cut or he can set a pick for number 2. And he's going to go here, and he's just going to basically replace the next guy on his triangle. And then 2 has that same option. He can either go up top, or he can look to throw it to number 7. If 2's obviously continuing up top, 7 will create space. Okay. Again, he'll look to replace the backside guy. 9 will show up and be an outlet. 0 will follow. 7 will just show up over here. 2 can pass the ball to 9, and then he can either pass. After he passes, he can either cut through or he can set a pick. All right. If he sets a pick for 9, he can replace 9, and 9 goes there. And now we're back in the same triangle. That gets a little bit more convoluted after a while. But we should get a shot after this. And it's just continually doing this pass, cut, pick, replace idea. Now, just putting guys back where they started again, if we call what I'll refer to as Rutgers or Lehigh, okay? Rutgers will tell us to take our right-handed sticks and put them up top and left-handed sticks down low. Lehigh will be our left-handed sticks up top and our right-handed sticks down low. All right, I'd like to be able to run this with 3 and 3. So there's a possibility that Timmy Greff's on the field and I put Dante and Zenzer out together. Okay, so I have Dante, I have Matt, and I have Tim, and I call Lehigh. That means those 3 guys should go up top, and the other 3 guys that are on the field, maybe that's Brendan, Nick, and say Ryan, they all go low. And if you think about it, if we have right-handed sticks down low, we want to kind of attack in here. So if we're Lehigh, we're going to attack the left side with lefties from up top and righties from down low. As opposed to if we are Rutgers, I'll tell the righties to go up top, and I'll put those 3 lefties down low. Now we want to attack the right side of the field. Again, R for right-handers up top, but also R for attacking the right side of the field with lefties from down low and righties from up top. Okay, and again, we'll get some good looks out of this because we're spreading the defense out. The big thing is backside defensive guys should be sloughing in. And if they are, we want to hug up. We want to get closer to them. We don't want to be standing out. If the ball's over here with, say, number 9, I don't want number 4 to be standing out in the middle of nowhere. I want number 4 to move his way in a little bit close to that defender. So that defender, I don't want him going so far in that he's playing on the crease, but be in a position 7 and 4 there where you guys are a threat. You're kind of on a hash mark or so that if we were to throw it across to you, you could right away shoot. So now they got to play you, and they got to worry about you in their slide package. Okay. And again, the idea is 9 has the ball. Okay. If I call Monster 9, I'm just telling him to run basically an alley dodge. Okay. Which means 6 has to get out of the way. All right. You're going to go here. 2 is going to show up. 4 is going to follow. That low triangle is rotating. And the upper triangle, 0 is following. 7 is going here. As 6 goes across, he either feeds it to 6 or looks to shoot, or he can feed it to number 2. And if he feeds to number 2, we can either pick or get across. And again, we're back in our triangle. Okay, and 6 gets over here. Okay, so we're constantly rotating this triangle or this triangle. Okay, last thing with this, the idea of big little. Big little has to do with what stick size the defense that is playing you has, and really when we should pick as opposed to cut through. So right now, I'll say that 0 has the ball, and 2 and 0 are kind of working together. 0's dodging down this alley, and 2's got to get out of the way. 2 has a short stick. 0 has a long stick. Okay? I would want to say he's got the little, he's got the big. I want to now pick so I can hopefully knock the big stick, the long stick off the ball. And now Zero is here dodging against the short ball. Okay? That's what big little is all about. You want to pick the big and have them switch and switch to the little. Pick big, switch to little. Big, little. Okay? Now, if Zero's already got a little stick against them, a shorty, two's not going to pick for him. Okay? Two's not going to pick for him no matter what. If two's got a big, I don't want to switch a big to the ball. You're going to cut through. Let him play. Even if they both have big sticks. If they both have little, don't cut. Don't pick because he's already got a little. If they both have bigs, don't pick. Because then they'll double the ball with their two bigs. Okay? If the ball has a big and the pick man has a little, we will pick the big, switch to the little, big little, get the little guy, little stick on the ball. Let's go to the cage. We have a mismatch. Okay? So that's what big little is all about. When you hear who's the jerk on TV, Quint Kessenich talk about the big little game, that's what he's talking about. Okay? But that's basically Monster, and that's it. I'm done right now, so I'll load this up later today. Thank you very much. Have a good one.